Hey, friends! This is Katy Needs a Podcast, the official Katy Needs a Life podcast. We are partying this week in our pajamas, and we're celebrating Reggi's win last week when they won Hard Facts, the official KNAL game part 1. How's everybody doing?
So good.
Scott, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I'm trolling. It's a Zoom bomb. I'm Zoom bombing your party.
I'm really glad that you could make it, but I really wasn't expecting you to be here.
Well, that's how Zoom bombs work.
Well, I don't think that we're expecting anybody else, but,
Who's that shark?
Pat's here. Cool.
Hi, Pat.
I mean, okay. Well, how is everybody doing then? Have you had a good week?
Yeah. Another week has flown by as they do lately. Where all of a sudden, do you ever? How many Thursdays have you had where you're like, oh my God, it's Thursday already? That happens to me a lot.
See, that usually happens to me, and it turns out it's actually Friday.
That happened to me this week for sure. But it was in the other direction. It was Friday, and I thought it was Saturday.
Great. Scott's here and says one thing, and everybody's just clinging to that. What's that? Another doorbell ring? Who's that?
It was a really good thing he said, you know?
Where's David? I need my support system right now. Hold on, let me go and get the door. Wait. Collin, are you around?
Uh-oh.
It's chill. Whatever. It looks like there's like 1 or 2 more people that are going to be here. Where is David?
Mom?
People are missing. How do you do an Amber Alert? I know how to get them on my phone. Can you send them on your phone? Collin and those guys, they're missing.
Yeah, I don't know how those work. They just yell at me. It's very alarming.
That's the point.
Yeah. I always think it's weather, and then it's an Amber Alert, and I'm like, okay.
Happens a lot when I'm at like Home Depot and everybody in the store all of a sudden at once his phone starts screaming and they're all like, ah!
Well, I'm going to eat a bite of my pizza because it's here.
I'm going to have some pizza too.
Pizza.
We got a bunch of personal pan pizzas from Bilbo's today. Bilbo's Pizza. It's pizza in a pan.
Love Bilbo's.
It's pizza in your face.
I'm watching you guys eat, and I've been thinking lately, as I don't get a lot of time with other humans, so it's just me and the dog, and I've noticed that dogs cannot chew with their mouths closed.
Rude.
And I've always wondered, I'm like, is there a way that I could teach my dog how to chew with his mouth closed? Because it's kind of a lot.
Yeah.
when he's chewing. Yum, 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 yum. And I'm like, dude, it is really bad manners. Have you guys seen that like Facebook thing that was, describe your favorite movie in the most boring way ever?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
What were they?
They're not really my favorite movies, but it was like the first one was The Boat Sinks. And then the other one I thought of was just, there's like this alien.
Hey, we weren't expecting any more guests. Hi, P-Tink.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm fantastic.
Have you had a good week?
I don't remember a bit of my week, so it was great.
Fantastic. Well, I feel like this is almost all of us. I like the name that Pat chose, just to put it out there.
I don't like it very much at all. I don't know why he's here.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting any other guests tonight, but it looks like it's actually turning out to be a little bit of a party. I hope you're not upset that Pat's here.
You know, you say we're going to have a band party and then, people show up. It's whatever.
I mean, technically they were in the band.
Yeah, I guess. Hey, Pat.
What's more embarrassing, to have your ex BFGF run into your current BFGF, or your ex drummer run into your current drummer?
I don't know which one's more embarrassing. One, they're both fairly hurtful, I'd say.
Well, but have you guys seen any good movies lately?
Dude, all I do is watch movies, and I can never think of any movies I've recently watched when you ask this. I did just start watching The Umbrella Academy, though.
Isn't it so good?
It's good. I tried to watch it like 2 or 3 times and never got past the first episode for no reason. But this time I did, and it is very good.
I never watch anything, but this week I binged all of season 2 of Umbrella Academy and then had major insomnia, so I binged the first season of Doom Patrol too.
Doom
And that
Patrol
was-
is so good too.
It's fucking hilarious and good.
The first episode, I think, is really misleading because it makes it seem like it's going to be such a heavy show, but after that, it's just nothing but silly antics.
I appreciate, though, that they make you think it's going to be really deep and then just show you they're all shit. Reggie, did you invite him?
I was on the invite before.
It's Ken, also known as the Duchess, Precious Ken.
This is cool,
Hi,
right?
Ken.
This is.
You didn't
Hi,
fucking
everyone.
Tell me.
I'm surprised you noticed that you could come out of working with your fucking wood for 5 seconds and notice whether I was on an invite or not. But okay.
All right. Well, that's great. Carry on. Carry on.
It's so exciting to have another band here.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. We're having a good time. We're still just waiting on David to get here. I don't know if he got the invite or if he just doesn't really feel like hanging out anymore, but
I know how that goes. I know how that feeling is when someone just doesn't feel like hanging out because whatever, they're working on electronics or maybe they're working on woodwork or something instead. Whatever.
Yeah.
Or they're lying.
Yeah, or that. That could be a really valid reason why. I never really thought about it that way, but yeah, that works too.
Oh, I'm having technical difficulties. I can't come to your party. I'm really, really sorry.
I just have the entire pizza in this room with me over here, but whatever. Yeah.
guys, I mean, it's not like we were having problems before this. So,
Oh, so it's me. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's all like, "Oh, I'm having internet problems," and you're like, "We are on the same internet connection." What do you?
David!
Is it possible that Katy killed David?
I didn't hear David.
I haven't heard David this entire call. Party, rather.
He's fine, okay? He'll be fine. He'll be here.
He'll be fine, or he is
Yeah,
fine?
he'll be fine.
I
Like,
haven't-
that seems to imply that he's not all right now.
So once you reanimate him, he'll be okay. A little, maybe a little slower.
No, he'll be totally fine. He'll be a little bit different, but he'll be totally fine.
Need a picture of him holding today's newspaper. Close up on the date.
Yo, what's a newspaper?
I was gonna say, can you arrange that, or is print media dead? I don't understand.
I saw one at the gas station today, and I was like, "Wow, it's an antique."
I should mention, just as like a little digression, Scott, Collin makes guitars. Collin, do you have one nearby?
No, not really. I don't have any of the good ones up here. But Scott, we should become friends sometime.
Yes, let us.
Through the power of the electronets, we can do this.
Yeah. More woodworking projects for time you don't spend working on band stuff or recording podcasts. No, cool. Nice. That sounds dope. Thanks for that, Scott.
If somebody didn't just say yes to singing on every fucking other band's projects, that'd be fine, and maybe I would feel a little more valuable and a little more involved in what we're doing.
I wish more people would say, "Hey, Ken, I would like all of Amaranth to be on this," but it just happens they're like, "Hey, Ken, I'd like you to sing on it." Like, I didn't plan it that way. That wasn't my fault.
This is starting to get kind of hostile. Why don't we play a game or something.
Party! Woo!
Yeah.
Sure.
that
Yeah, a
sounds-
game. Okay.
Yeah, like Parappa the Rappa. Kick, punch, it's all in the mind.
If you want to get some.
I'm sure you'll find.
I was going to suggest that we play GoldenEye, but it seems kind of difficult on a Zoom call. So, like, maybe we can play 10 Fingers. I really want David to be here. He loves this game.
I've never heard of 10 Fingers. How do you play that?
Have you ever played Never Have I Ever?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. It's been a minute.
So, like, you're going to put up 10 fingers, and then everyone's going to say something that they've never done. And if other people have done that thing, then they have to put a finger down. So it's like,
Oh, okay. I've played this as a drinking game, but never as a finger game, but I'm into it.
when we were kids, we used to play. Hold on, wait. I don't know what's going on. What?
Whoa.
Ah!
Holy shit!
Holy shit, David's here.
I knew
Oh,
he
David's
loved
here.
me.
Welcome.
Hello.
I ate all the pizza.
My phone is now duct taped to a bunch of things.
David, you're here. I'm so glad. How was your week?
Adequate. Tiring. Good.
David, do you happen to have today's newspaper nearby?
No, definitely not.
Interesting.
When did you record this message?
Was this pre-recorded?
I mean, Katy did just leave for a second, and then David, like, mysteriously shows back up.
Oh my God, Katy and David are the same person.
You had to find out sometime.
I know Edgar, and that is not Edgar. It looked like he was wearing an Edgar suit.
I need to borrow your truck.
I have recently watched Men in Black, and those were both spot on.
I like space octopuses.
Who doesn't?
I can't argue with that.
But I'm here to do just that. Space turtles are where it's at. Gamera for the win.
Meyer used to sell this box set of Gamera DVDs. It was every single one for like $5.
And yet we don't have it here.
We do. It's in the other room.
We do? Sorry, guys, this party's over. I'm just kidding. Fingers up! I have never gone skydiving.
Wait, do you put your finger down if you have or you haven't?
If you have.
Oh, okay. Nope.
I have never skied.
Got one of them.
I have never learned to swim.
Never. I've never been overseas.
I'm terrible at this game. I have never been to Asia.
Neither have we.
I have never learned to tie my shoes.
Wait, for real?
I have other people do that for me.
My little sister taught me how to tie mine.
I've never owned a red car.
Dang.
Skateboard count?
If that's your vehicle.
I've never owned a red skateboard either.
Why even bring it up? Okay.
It would be gauche.
I've never broken my foot.
Jeez.
Ken, you're not looking so hot over there.
I don't think I've had one yet.
So what happens when you do lose all your fingers?
You'll find out.
You can't write anymore.
Yeah, you lose fine motor skills.
Playing guitar's a no-no.
I have never had hair shorter than 2 inches.
Jeez. I'm definitely going to be the first out of this game.
I have never had White Claw.
Wait, I've never done that. Okay.
Crap. Crap.
Ken's never done.
I'm going down.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, fuck you, Daryl. Yeah, I did have a White Claw once. Fucking Daryl made me drink it. It was awful.
It has to be Daryl that goes with that too. Ah, fuck you, Daryl.
Daryl, all right, if you're watching this, Daryl, all right, fuck you.
I love you, Daryl.
Tricky White Claw.
I've never been shot.
Never been shot?
With like a handgun or like a BB gun or an arrow or what are
I
we
guess if
talking
a
here?
BB gun counts, then oops.
Well, it's yours. So,
Yeah, you get to quantify
so
this.
you mean with a legitimate firearm?
Yeah, I've never been shot with a legitimate firearm.
Any fingers
Okay.
going down after that one?
Yeah, I don't know. What are things I haven't done?
We've all lived such full lives.
Oh, I've never sung lead for a band.
God damn it.
Jesus, okay. Here we go. I have never seen the film Titanic.
Wait for
The boat sinks.
At first, it just kind of didn't sound that good because I live for the ending of a movie, and it sounded like, well, I kind of know where this is going. Yeah. But then after a while, like, it became such a phenomenon. I just, out of spite, I'm like, no, I will never do this. And so I'll walk into a room, people tell me, and I'm just like, no, I'm out. This is the hill that Ken Magerman fucking dies on, is no Titanic Hill.
I have never been to Mexico.
I have never had peyote.
Never had peyote.
Oh, wait. No, I've never been to Mexico either. What am I talking about?
I have never played bass in a band.
God damn it.
Ooh, I've done that. Okay. So I'm out, right?
Yeah, you're
That's
out.
it. I'm done. Well, fuck you, Crash City Saints.
Never have I ever owned a Toyota.
See, I would have been clean on that.
I don't think have I ever like picked a fight, like a fist fight. I've picked plenty of like "fuck you" fights, but like throwing the first punch kind of fight.
Huh? I've never had brothers.
All right, well,
I've never shot a handgun.
I'm still out.
I'm out.
It's just between me, Scott, and David. I think David's going to win.
Unless you start targeting him.
Never have I ever been a sound guy at a live music venue.
Ooh.
Never have I wept while listening to New Kids on the Block.
Have you even lived? Yeah.
Any fingers looking?
Put your finger down, David. We all know.
I'd have lost 2 for that.
I mean, please don't go girl. Are you serious? Come on.
That's so touching, so deep.
First kiss was sweet kiss. Second kiss had a twist. Nothing? No feelings. Wow. You're dead inside.
I'm crying right now.
I've never seen Casablanca.
Are you?
That's a lie.
Can I get a finger back for that?
That's
I want
a lie.
I need a finger back just to point at you and say, sir, that is a cinematic masterpiece, probably the greatest film ever made. What are you doing with your life?
Not watching Casablanca.
It didn't have monsters, so I didn't really watch it.
Well, that you should have watched it all the way through because the big monsters at the end.
At the very end.
Yeah, that's where it picks up.
Is Godzilla in it?
No
Maybe
spoilers.
think about
No
that.
spoilers. Just
saying.
maybe watch it.
I mean, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but let's just say you might be surprised.
Let's see. Never have I ever lived in Indiana. Well, okay.
Thank God. That can't sound fun.
And so we all win.
Never have I ever been to Texas. Is that that's too targeted, I feel.
That was a takedown move right there, yeah.
Well, congratulations, David. You won 10 fingers. You haven't experienced shit.
Yeah. Okay, so how are we divvying up these 10 fingers to give to David?
Oh, I get
Does
the
he
fingers.
pick which fingers he wants from each of us?
From which person, or how does this work?
We all have to contribute our middle fingers. Reggie and I have to give up both middle fingers. I know.
And are we detaching the fingers or just like lending them to him, or
No, we're gonna sew them onto his hands.
So many fingers.
He's gonna look like the bad guy from The Princess Bride. Lest we forget why we are all here, that Reggie won the game last week.
I just lost the game.
Well, that was that's this week. I'm talking about last week.
Oh, yeah.
What did you win?
I got cake.
Do you have it with you?
No, it's in the kitchen.
That's probably for the best. Reggie won some cake.
I got cake.
The cake is a lie.
How many layers is that cake?
What color?
Several. It's brown.
Cream cheese frosting or just powdered sugar frosting?
It's brown.
What, do you have a steampunk cake?
I was in a band once in middle school called Superfine. We super sucked.
That's a good band.
Oh man, I want to be in a band called Super Suck.
Actually, guys, that's a local Kalamazoo band, Super Sucker.
They live in, those guys live in Austin now. Katie, was that the band that covered the Buzzcocks?
It was the same singer, but that was when we brought in a new drummer. That was called Depression Kick.
Ah, yes, it was.
Are those drummers coming to the party too, Katie?
No, we don't talk anymore.
Seems wise.
Pat, are you having a good time?
Yeah, except when Jake talks.
Why did Jake just look out his door, like, disapprovingly at Pat?
It seems like you know why.
Okay, well, I feel like we're all getting along pretty well, except for Ken, Collin, Pat, and Jake. But, is there anything else that you guys can think of happening at, like, these party scenarios that we should add into this video?
Light as a feather, stiff as a board won't really work.
Not with that attitude.
California head rushes?
Spin the bottle's going to be difficult too.
Yeah. No, you could kiss the camera. We could do spin the bottle and then both people kiss the camera.
But how do we know who's...
Reggie, here, kiss me right now.
I wasn't expecting any romance today. I feel like Jake came to this party just trying to start a problem, though, because,
This Jake?
yeah, because, we're both unicorns? How did this even happen?
This is legitimately the only sleepwear I own.
I think we went over this last week, and it was Unicron.
Yeah, technically we're a blessing right now.
Oh my god, it's true.
Yeah, you guys will get it after tomorrow's episode. We played a game. Reggie, are you having a good time? It's your party, bud.
Yeah, dude. I got a mustache.
Wait. So, Katie, have you started thinking about you might need to watch out for your position in this band? Because Jake has already taken over for one person here. And now he's nosing in with a unicorn.
Yeah.
I'm dressed for the job I want.
Gonna edge in on our relationship next, eh, Jake? Eh, Jake?
Are you guys gonna kiss too now? Kiss.
Dude, you better not. You better not.
Come on, don't be such a prude, Katie. It's a party. Yeah! Fuck it.
Okay, Katie, you got a scary story for us?
Yeah, and you guys are going to be so scared you're going to be pooping your pants, okay? Once upon a time, in a town far from here, a long time ago, there was a family and they were all hungry and stuff. And so this little kid went out to collect food and he found a toe sticking out of the ground. And he was like, this looks delicious. So he plucked the toe and took it home, and his mom cooked it into stew, and everyone was like, this is like some really good toe stew. Fast forward, and it's nighttime, and the kid's trying to go to sleep. And what does he hear off in the distance of the night and the fog and the rain? Where is my toe? He thinks it's just the wind, because it kind of sounds like the wind. Sounds like whisper. So he just plays it off like it's nothing, and he tries to go back to sleep. Then a few minutes later, a little bit closer, he hears, where is my toe? This time, he's a little bit more shaken, but still plays it off like it's the wind, so he tries to go back to sleep. Suddenly, he hears something from inside his house saying, where is my toe? All of a sudden, he hears it right outside of his room. Where is my toe? The door slowly creaks open. He covers his face with the covers on his bed, and all of a sudden, the covers are snatched off. Where's my toe? Ah!
Yeah, I think I've heard that one before. That's a good story.
Yeah, it might be.
So-
It's kind of tough through Zoom. I don't know if
So
the affect.
what happened?
Where is his toe?
Yeah, did
Did he ever get it back?
Did they eat the toe out of the soup, or was it just kind of used for the stock?
Yeah, like making bone stock.
Also, was the guy, did he die or did he just lose his toe and he was just kind of pissed off that somebody walked off with it?
He was like, I was looking for that. Like, yeah, this is a dumb story.
You're a dumb story. What? It's totally scary. I mean, there was just a toe sticking out of the ground, and it was so weak.
I mean, it's unfortunate. I don't know how scary it is.
I mean, I feel bad that the guy's got diabetes and his toes are falling off or whatever, but
If it was diabetes related, was the stew sweet?
Okay, guys, you think you're so much better at scary stories? Why don't you try?
All right, I got one. All right, so this was a long time ago in the 90s, and there was a group of friends driving down the road, and they lost control of their car. It was out on this dirt road, and they went off in the ditch, and they couldn't get it out in the middle of nowhere, and they realized, like, okay, we're probably going to be here for a little while. It's the 90s, no cell phones yet. And so one of the friends was like, well, I'm going to have to go out and find some food for us. I'll go forage. So he went out into the woods, and he saw this finger sticking out of the ground. And so, yeah, I know, in the woods. And so he brought it back, and he was like, okay, I'm going to make finger sandwiches for everybody. And so they are all just mowing on these finger sandwiches, and they're like, all right, guys, well, I guess, we got a little proteins in us, but we need to sleep so we can wake up in the morning and try to walk to town. And so they fall asleep, and they can hear off in the woods in the middle of the night, like, fingers. And they was like, did that just say fingers? It couldn't have. And, wait a little while, they're almost about to fall asleep. Right as his eyes are falling asleep, he hears finger coming closer, and he was like, I must not have actually heard that. That can't be true. And flash forward, as he was about to fall asleep again, felt a little tickle on the back of his neck, and he heard finger, and then a finger stuck him right in the ear.
I pooped Reggie's pants.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Yeah, I know. It's the scariest story I've ever told.
That was like literally the same story, except that it was a finger instead of a toe.
Dude, the finger went in his ear, dude.
Yeah, I've heard your story before, Katie. I've never heard one involving a finger.
Okay, but it was funny because he called them finger sandwiches. There was nothing scary about it.
Why is that funny?
If I found out the finger sandwich I was eating was actually fingers, I would be terrified.
That's horrifying.
But they
I would
knew that
shit.
it was
A finger
fingers. He didn't try to
sandwich.
hide it from them.
I would shit.
Katie, is this one of those sibling things right now? Because you have to. Did you ever see Twins? Remember when he says that, like, the Vito character is kind of the leftovers, and Schwarzenegger was the best of the best? It's sort of how it goes in family birth order in general.
This has nothing to do with the fact that you just showed up to the party, that, like, I don't even know how you got this invite. This has nothing to do with mom loving you more. This has nothing to do with you being inherently funnier or scarier or whatever. This is nothing to do with us being related, okay?
That's such a DeVito thing to say.
Yeah, totally DeVito. Reggie invited me.
Yeah.
Reggie!
Hi.
All right, I really want to say I've been holding this back the entire time.
Oh, now you're being withholding.
Yeah, you want to see me fucking start? You want to see me fucking start? Wait for it.
I want to see you communicate.
Well,
For once, try that.
I tried to communicate a couple weeks ago. We were getting ready for the podcast, and you wore the same outfit as me.
Yeah, because I feel like all you spend your time doing anymore is working your wood by yourself, making guitars. You don't have time for anybody else, just wood, 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 wood. And okay, what's the one other thing Collin does? Works on his fashion. So for once, I tried to get gussied up so that you could connect to me.
That's all about the wood.
It is for him.
I can totally feel
How
you
would
on
you
the
feel?
on somebody
How
showing up wearing
would
the same
that
outfit.
make you feel?
Yeah, I'd get sick of it. I'd be like, if I hear the word chisel one more time.
Exactly. Like, balsa, teak.
You don't fucking complain every time you play the guitar I made you.
Well, no. I mean, that was nice. That was an interaction between us, but you just have to, like, hoe your wood around to everybody in the goth scene.
You hoe my wood around more than I do.
Again, I thought it might be a way that we could have a connection. If I got involved in your wood, if I took the wood myself and tried to spread it about.
Because you're just always trying to take my shit. Just look at me. I'm fucking the Duchess, being so fucking lovely and great, and everybody's gonna love me.
I'm confused. I thought you guys were like super close, tight friends and stuff. Like, what is it that actually happened?
Collin used to have time for me. He used to, we used to do things together. We used to do our band together. We used to do everything. But now it's just sawdust and broken dreams.
He used to listen to me. When I said when I was going to do something, he would do something to complement it. And now he just takes it. He's just been taking what I do and pimping it as his own.
Are we going to resolve, though? Because, Collin, I need you to know that the reason why I get jealous of all the time you spend with the wood is just because I miss you and I want to spend more time with you.
I miss you too, buddy. And you look great in that corset. And I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, too.
I love you.
After seeing Ken and Collin resolve their stuff, it feels really petty to be upset at you, Scott, for being so much cooler and funnier and scarier. And I understand why Mom loves you more. I get it.
Well, good.
Wow.
And Katy, I feel like this is a time I should say, like, even though I am smarter and funnier and scarier and Mom loves me more, we're still family. You know?
I never said that you were smarter than me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad that we're family. You're a cool older brother.
Well, and until today, Katy, you were my favorite May I knew.
That's why we didn't invite the middle one. Fucking brat.
Hey, what's worse, like being a shitty guitarist in a band or a shitty drummer in a band?
I'll tell you what's worse. Fuck you, Pat.
Jake, I really like the band you play guitar in.
I do too. I think it's so great. Listen, Pat. You beautiful son of a bitch. Maybe I've been rude today to you, and maybe I've had enough beer, but I'm not done. Maybe I've been rude because I just love you and I admire the way you play drums. And I'm sorry if I was rude to you. And maybe we should go start our own Katy Needs a Life, and I'll be the Katy and you be the Pat.
Aw, that's a good idea, bud. I like that.
Let's do it.
Can I play bass?
Yes. There's room for everyone. Not Katy in this Katy Needs a Life. We can have a lot of guitars. No keyboards.
Yeah, no keyboards. Unless we do a dark wave punk band and we'll call it Condos, and it'll be really synth heavy. And we just got to find a synth player.
I'm sure we'll find one.
Yeah, I'll put a post on Craigslist.
Yeah.
Before we all go, I just want to say thanks to everybody for tuning in and giving us a chance. like and subscribe and comment so that we know that you're there. But before you go, we're going to give you a little bit of unsolicited advice and shameless self-promotion. Who wants to start?
Hi, everybody. Don't put things in your nose.
Okay, what
That's
the
it.
fuck was that?
It was a dime.
Don't eat pink chicken.
When you put new strings on a guitar, always stretch them.
But wear sunscreen.
I'm going to follow that up with you can bring a parasol to the beach in 2020.
Yeah.
And it's perfectly acceptable. And not just acceptable, it elevates your fabulosity 3,000%.
Fabulosity. I said this to my brother when I was 15 and he was 13, and I pulled him aside and I said, Jim, you've got a hand, she's got a hand, hands don't get pregnant. And I feel like that was one of the most profound things that I've ever put into this world. So young people out there, remember, this is your friend. And I guess for shameless self-promotion, I will say one thing. The band Melodywhore recently put out a new single with a series of remixes on it. Amaranth has a remix, and I sing on a goth tabernacle choir version of a song they did that is absolutely outstanding, and all sales proceeds go to Black Lives Matter. And the single is just freaking fire. So I highly recommend everybody look up Melodywhore on Bandcamp and check that out because it is bomb.
Well, I mean, I was going to throw out the Melodywhore thing, but there's this band I know, Katy Needs a Life, and we just finished this album in the studio and got it mastered, and I'm pretty damn happy with it. Sounds fucking amazing.
The mastering on that album, Collin?
Oh, I believe that was Jason Corbett of The Actors.
I've heard of that band. They're intriguing.
And we like them.
Yes. I am so excited for that album. Right now, we're thinking about May as like the official album release, but we're going to be releasing singles and stuff leading up to then. Keep your ears peeled for With Friends Like Bees by Katy Needs a Life. Okay.
Yeah, I'll lead with the promotion. You can check out the bands that I play in Austin. One's called Fools. It's Fools Music ATX on the socials, or if you just go to YouTube and type in Fools Austin, we've got a bunch of music videos there. Playing another group called Rad Gnar, kind of more of the 90s emo kind of vibe. And then both bands are awesome. And let's see, advice. Try hard not to offend, and try even harder not to be offended.
Here's my advice, and it's the same every week. Be rad, stay cool, and always do the right thing. We all make mistakes sometimes, but that's okay. Just throw a party and get over it. Well, hey, that's all that we have time for today. Thanks, everybody, again for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
Smash that subscribe!
Subscribe.